So what's your full name?
Daniel Burton Morrell.
Do you know where your parents got your name?
I do. My dad well, no, Daniel was a friend of the family. Burton was a friend of the family. And they used to do that kind of thing back then. And of course, Morrell was my
Family name.
family name, yes.
What was probably your favorite place that you grew up? That you guys stopped? Maybe the longest or the best place? What, when you think of hometown, where was your hometown?
Okinawa.
Okinawa. So Japan, not
we
even
spent-
America.
No, we spent 3 months there. I was between 12 and 15. So, and the Okinawans were very good in taking care of the airmen.
That's what I was gonna say. So did you go in the service after high school?
No, I didn't. Pretty close, but not quite.
What branch of the military were you in?
I was in the Army.
You were an airman as well?
No, Army.
Oh, Army, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
And then, so you had 2 brothers and 1 sister?
Yes.
How much younger than you were they?
I was 2 years older than every one of them.
So
And
is your sister the youngest?
my sister's the youngest.
Yep, 3 boys, then a girl.
Yeah. So
So-
my parents wanted a girl, and they worked until they had one, and that's what they had. So there it is.
Did you play sports?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was your favorite sport?
Track and football.
What did you do in track?
Ran.
Well, it's track and field, but what event did you run?
I like doing what they do now, like over in Spokane, is the mile,
Okay,
or not the mile, but the full mile, the 26.2
oh, a marathon.
marathon.
You did the marathon?
And I love doing that. And there was one particular one in whatever year that would be, 60, 70, 67. And me and this other guy who, about where you're standing, I'm trying to come up and catch up to him. He's trying to do the same thing to me. And so he falls back and acts like he's just can't do anymore. And I should have thumped him on the back of the head.
Did he pass you?
Yeah, but he was just lying to me, what he was doing. So when he did, I went right on past him, and then I was out of breath. I couldn't save myself, so that's the way that happened.
What about football? What position did you play in football?
I played, that's all just different things now. Now they have 5 different positions for one,
Right.
but going for catching the football and running across the line, because I could run fast, and I can already get rid of these guys,
Right.
quickly. And my speed and different stuff is better. So those 2, I played a little bit messing around throwing the football, and I just peeled back from that one. I didn't do as good for that, but
You were a runner.
yeah, I was a runner.
Do what you're good at. Did you get in trouble much when you were a kid?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, heck yeah.
Tell me some fun stories.
No, I didn't really make too many. I never did anything like burn the schoolhouse down or
Good.
yeah, or whatever. But no, I was pretty good as far as that goes.
What's your sister's name? What is your sister's name?
Diana.
I wondered if it was a D, so you're all D's.
Yeah.
I didn't realize, I didn't ask earlier what your guys' names were, but Daniel, Doug, David, and Diane?
Diana.
Diana. Yep, that's fun. What were your parents' names?
Donna.
Donna?
And Ronald.
Oh,
He was the only R.
I was gonna
Ronald
say he was
Donald.
the odd man out. So then you guys moved up here. Let me see. What, did you get married in Brea?
Yeah,
What day is your wedding anniversary? Do you remember?
March 12th.
Oh, it's coming up.
Yep.
Yeah, just 2 weeks or so.
Mm-hmm.
You were married in 77? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Very cool. Well, tell me about your dad,
My dad?
Ronald, the only non-D.
My dad is, oh, how would you say it? He doesn't, if he's sitting there reading the paper around us kids, because we're all watching TV, it's because it's, you know what a Jack and Jill bedroom is?
Mm-hmm.
We had a bedroom like that for the boys, so that way we could open up the curtains and everybody could use it. And we had two of these. Do we have 2 and 3? Yeah, and it's in a chair. And
There were
so-
2 chairs, a couch, and a love seat.
I'm sorry?
2 chairs, a love seat, and a couch.
So kind of the same setup you have here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so he'd be reading his paper.
He would act like he was reading the paper. And he's very introverted to get in and talk. Unless it said, well, that's being stupid, or something like that. Huh? But not to the girls, just the guys. Right?
Girls must have intimidated him.
So yeah, he was the same way. My dad taught me how to work on cars, motorcycles. This is what he taught me how to do. And in Okinawa, taught me about cars. He took a 1958 well, it's like a Cadillac, but it's a big old I'll think of it here in a minute. What is it?
Oldsmobile?
Yeah, Oldsmobile.
Oh, okay.
To Vietnam. Well, there's not very many places to have one over there, but he did that. And then he went racing on the street, and they had one up called White Beach, and that's how they would race was on that. He was very helpful as far as helping me with all of that kind of stuff, you know, and never would say, no, you don't get to do it, and different things, but
What did you do for work when you got out of the Army? Were you a mechanic?
no, I was a crane operator.
Oh, crane operator, okay.
Yeah.
How'd you get into that?
Well, you have to go to you have to go to a rating to become one. And I did, and I did well, so I stayed with that. And so when I got out, I did the same thing. And so I got a couple of different jobs because they did or didn't work, you know, type of thing, depending on whatever they did. And I could do the same thing. I could feed my family if I could do 2 jobs. So some of it wasn't enough, and the others are a little bit better. And 2 was better. So, and then that's when we moved up here.
How many kids do you have?
2,
2 girls?
Yeah.
What are their names?
Becky and Carrie.
I knew, but whoever might be watching it might not know. So tell me.
They don't know because the name is address.
Oh, there you go.
So when you look at it again, it's K-A and it's C-A.
Oh, okay.
So that may want to be right. You should be heartbroken. Huh.
Tell me about being a dad.
Oh, it's hard,
Yeah.
especially with girls. Especially with girls.
Our girls, we were very lucky, gave us no problems.
Really? That is awesome.
They were very good girls.
And they're very pretty girls, so I could see that they could have been a lot of problems.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to hear that they weren't. What's some of your favorite things that you did with them when they were young?
Hunting and fishing. There again,
He drove figure-8 cars,
Oh, okay.
and they used to get the paints out and paint his cars for him.
Oh, I love
they
it.
were painting my cars for me.
So, how many grandkids do you guys have? I know Becky has 2.
Two,
Did Carrie have any kids?
no,
She had not. Okay, so Cody and Cassie, right?
Cody and Cassie with the C.
Tell me about, when you found out you were going to be a grandpa.
That was exciting.
Was that exciting?
They were both premature.
Oh, so they were
Both of
tiny.
them, yeah. And they just were slow. That's not being anything, just slow.
Mhm.
But they're just taking their time and,
Well, she was up in Portland, so that gave us time to get there.
yeah.
Oh, that's good.
I don't know why we didn't get a ticket, but we got there in time.
You're going fast that day too.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that Becky had them in Portland.
Both of them went over to Portland, which Becky was,
Becky was born in California,
yeah, that's right.
California down in Fullerton. So was Carrie, I don't know what I'm thinking. They both lived in Portland, but they were both born in California.
But where did Becky have Cody and Cass? Was she here when she had them, or was that over in Oregon?
In Oregon.
Okay. Do you have a favorite book? Are you a reader?
I used to be a reader. You can ask her.
What'd you like to read?
I get a digest,
Like the Reader's Digest?
Reader's Digest, and within a week I have everything in there.
You read it all?
Yeah, and then I go to work and I'm talking to the guys, and they ended up calling me Mr. Factual Dactual, right? Because I'd say no, and I'd say one of them was, so one of the ones that they did was the one guy was living down in southern or upper Georgia where they grow a lot of legumes.
Oh,
So
okay.
he says, no, they don't. They're not the same field as a farmer raises them. I said, yes, it is. Get your dictionary out. So I worked at the Navy base then. I spent quite a few years there. And he went and brought the dictionary, one of those Webster big ones. So Arbog, do you know each ones?
Eshons? No, I don't.
No. So that's what started it, kind of, was I didn't argue with them, I just told them the facts. I like reading books, but we didn't have much of a TV back then. Bonanza and that's about it. So since then with the TV, just think how much faster I could see this TV and
Right.
a lot faster.
Yeah, you
I
do
think
get the
that's the
stories
reason.
faster.
Yeah.
Do you like music? Are you a music guy?
Not really,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you don't have a favorite song?
I would say no, but she'd probably tell me yes.
Do you have a favorite?
Yeah, I have one. She was only 16.
Oh, I know that song. That's a good song. That's a good one. I like that. Do you have a favorite meal? What's your favorite meal?
I don't know. It's a good question. Tacos,
Any
enchiladas.
kind of Mexican food.
Mexican
Yeah,
food.
anything that looks interesting. I just lost all this and just put it back on, or a good portion of it. But that's because it was in the winter, I think.
It always happens. Yep, we're getting this nice early spring. You'll be out in the yard.
Yeah,
What about cake? What's your favorite cake?
that's an easy one.
What is it?
German chocolate cake.
German chocolate. That's your favorite. That's a good one. I like a lot of cakes. That's a good one. So this one, it's kind of funny just because you've been all over the world. It says, did you have any adventures in your life that really shaped who you were? So does anything stick out that you haven't already told me about? Did you live in any countries besides Japan? Foreign countries?
Well, other than Japan, but that was 3.5.
Right, but so did you only live in the United States and Japan, or did you live anywhere else?
Before I got settled or whatever it is.
In general, just in your life, did you live anywhere else?
Well, I lived in a lot of places. I bounced around fixing submarines, believe it or not.
Really?
And I was always the one that wanted to put something on it to make it work better, to make it do. And I got my wish on most of them. I went to Korea, I went to somewhere else.
That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, Mexico. Yeah.
Okay.
How can we not forget Mexico?
Is that why you like the Mexican food, or is that from just a favorite?
Just a favorite.
What do you think was one of the hardest things you ever overcame in your life?
Our daughter was kicked by a foal.
Oh.
And where did you grow up in?
Up in Mullen,
Oh, that's right.
right on the Montana border.
That's right. You know where the divide is now that they finally,
The Continental Divide? Or which divide?
the one going down to North Plains? So you drop right down into North Plains, you know
Uh-huh.
where that is?
Yes.
So now you can get over there. So we go over on a bike and we'll do that as a day ride.
Like at Thompson Pass?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Go Thompson's Pass and down. And anyway, she was in some hot wire, but it was something that happened that I can't say it was, could have happened if you would have been paying more attention, maybe. Jesus probably knows more than I do.
What are you thankful for? What makes you happy?
That everybody is pretty healthy.
Your family's good?
Yeah.
How do you want to be remembered, Dan? What do you want the kids to say about you when you're gone? Papa Dan was...
Still like me.
They do like you. They'd say you were handsome, funny. What do you think? How do you think the kids would describe you?
Probably both of them or all of them. See, I'm gonna put this fan on.
Are you roasting?
No, this one right here.
Oh, okay.
You want some of it?
No, you're fine. I just thought it was behind me. So then the only stuff left is your words of wisdom.
Do what I say or else.
Well, wait till you sit down so we can get you saying that good recording. But, so what are your words of wisdom?
Do what I say or else.
That's a good one. And what advice would you give your grandkids?
Not too sure.
Not sure?
Just basically we have a boy, and we have a daughter. So in retrospect, we have one that can't take care of herself what at all.
Right.
And Cody, I don't think will ever leave her at the corner type of kid or anything.
I don't think so either.
I don't either.
He's a good boy.
Yeah, he just needs to find somebody to rear himself.
He's still young.
Yeah, I was too.
Let him sow his wild oats.
Yeah.
He'll calm down someday. What do you want to end with, Dan? What do you want your last words to your friends and family to be?
I love all of you guys. I hope you have any bitterness or whatever towards me or your mother or whatever, but remember it's all for some reason down the road. We love you all. Thank you.